Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. We're here for another one of our Countdown to Christmas Advent Calendar episodes, and today I have got this little mini altered file folder. So you may have seen me make this recently because there is a tutorial for this, or certainly for the first half of making this on my channel. But obviously you won't have seen the final kind of finished items or anything because I only got kind of halfway through it. So obviously it's only a smallish item. It's approximately 4.5 inches by about 5 3/4 inches. It's reasonably compact. I mean, it kind of wants to bulge open, but that's only because I've kind of put a little you know, mini journal in it. If I took that out, it lays completely flat. So let's have a look and see what this item actually contains. So basically we have taken an altered file folder, so I'm just going to move this out, and we've got an opening this side, which I just absolutely love how this turned out, and actually can't wait to make some more of these because it was such fun. So I used all this gorgeous vintage wallpaper that I had received in Happy Mail. So on the front cover of the file folder, I attached an envelope here. So the envelope kind of flips out, and then I attached some of the vintage wallpaper. This here is some vintage newspaper, some lace trim, a vintage postage stamp, and a vintage cigarette card. So you've got lots of genuine, you know, vintage pieces on here. Then on the inside, again, some more of that vintage newspaper, a little printable there, a bit more of the wallpaper, a bit of lace, and then this is from a vintage book. And then tucked into the envelope, I've just included a couple of vintage photos there. So they just tuck in to the envelope like that. Then here I just attached a few sheets. So you've got some kind of fly sheet from some books there, bit of printable there, and then you've got some of the vintage wallpaper as well, and then some more fly sheet and a bit more of the wallpaper. So you've got kind of a variety of pages there just to give you some extra journaling space as a little flippy pad. Then this here is the vintage newspaper again. So we'll leave that open actually. So we'll just go this way first of all. So then on this, what's kind of the center section, I've just put a printable piece down there as a pocket and a little other decorative piece there. And then tucked into the pocket, you've got, again, a variety of genuine vintage pieces. So you've got some cigarette cards and a couple of photographs as well. So they all go in there. Then you've got some lace trim down here. I thought that looked really pretty. And then here, I've just put a little printable piece there. This is all the vintage wallpaper again, some more vintage newspaper, another little postage stamp, and then I've put on one of my window printables, and that opens up, whoops, for a little bit of secret journaling in there. So just kind of, yeah, a little kind of secret place. So love how that turned out. Now trying to decide which is the best way to do this, so I think we'll do it this way. So then what you've got is this fold down flap, which I just absolutely love how this looks. So you've got more of the gorgeous vintage wallpaper, one of my printable pieces there, and some lace trim. And then here again, some more of that vintage newspaper, and then another one of my printables with another printable layered on top. This I think is a pocket, so just going to pop something in there. I've just got a little stamped image, so that can just go in there. And then here you've got a little pocket, and inside the pocket again I just popped a couple more vintage photographs. So you've got lots of proper vintage, you know, old ephemera pieces in this project, so they just go in there. They weren't such a tight fit until I came to do the video, of course. I'm going to just show you what was in the back. So in the back, this is some vintage sheet music. It's the cover from some sheet music. So I've just kind of collaged up some pieces on the front of there and made a little kind of coin envelope. And then tucked into there, again, I've just tucked in a whole bunch of vintage little photographs there. So you've got kind of a variety of little photographs, and obviously you can journal on the back or use them as you wish. So lots and lots of genuine vintage things in here. Okay, that just tucks in there. So this is now the back of the file folder. It's hard to know what's the best way around to do this, to be honest. So on the back, you've got, again, some more of the vintage wallpaper, and then you've got a bit of printable there, and then you've got here a pocket which has just been made from some background page, and then I've just put a little flower there from the vintage wallpaper on as well, and some lace trim. And then you've just got here a little flippy down, and this is just from some scrapbook paper, and then I just took some of the vintage wallpaper, vintage cigarette card and postage stamp, and just layered up some things so it all just ties in perfectly colour wise, and you've got some lace trim there as well. So that just goes in here. And then going over the other way, so obviously, you know, we're calling this the front, so this is now in the back. You've got here a little belly band, so more of that vintage wallpaper, another one of my little window printables, another vintage cigarette card, some of my background pages there to form the belly band, bit of lace trim at the top, and then I just made another little flippy pad, and this is again just got a variety. It's got some printables, and it's got some food coloured paper, and then some doily as well. So that just goes in there like that. And then here on the kind of middle section of the back, you've got again a pocket here, and then just tucked into that pocket, I just created again another little flippy pad, just using some scraps. So this is some scraps of some vintage kind of ledger book. So oops, you've got quite a few pages there. And then I just mixed in a couple of those food coloured pages as well. Just got some lace trim across the top, just stapled the pad together. And then this is some more of that vintage newspaper, some lace trim, and some more of that lovely vintage wallpaper. A little dictionary definition down there, and one of my printables on there. So this just tucks back in to that pocket. Oops, if I can actually get it in. And then here you've just got another pocket with another one of those cigarette cards that just goes, oops, in there like that. So that's the kind of main file folder, and then I made a little mini journal to go with it, and this was just made from the remainder of the file folder. So basically I've put some more of that gorgeous vintage wallpaper on the front, bit of a printable there, some vintage magazine page here, and some doily. And then here I've just stitched down on the edge, you can't see because I've made a pocket on the inside, but stitched down on the edge this coffee dyed lace trim, so it's kind of like a ruffle there. And then going inside, you've got more of that vintage wallpaper forming a pocket, you've got some lace, and then you've got here tucked in the pocket, this is some more vintage ephemera. It's a kind of portion of a what do you call this, driving license. Thank goodness I saw the word on there, because otherwise that might have eluded me. A portion of a driving license, and that just goes in there. And then again, I just filled it with some pages, random. You've got some book page, you've obviously got some other wallpaper there, and then some vintage, some food colour pages as well. So it's just a, you know, scrappy sort of journal there. And then on the back, I've just tucked, or made this pocket, sorry, from another printable. Put another printable at the top, so you've got kind of two pockets going on here, vintage postage stamp. So in the very back pocket, you've just got another one of those cigarette cards that just tucks in there. And then here you've got the rest of that kind of driving license. And this again is a, you know, genuine vintage piece. So super cute. And that just tucks in like that. So you've actually got quite a lot of journaling space actually in here. I mean, it's quite a small, you know, small item, but it came up, you know, pretty well with the amount of journaling space that you've got. I'm trying to remember how I found best to tuck this in. Yeah, so that just tucks in there, and then, you know, it's not too bulbous or anything. It's, you know, sitting reasonably flat. So I hope that you like it, and as with all of my advent calendar things, this will be listed in my Etsy shop at 2 p.m. That's 2 p.m. my time, which is GMT, which is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do kind of hit, you know, publish at, you know, when my iPad hits 1400 hours, that's when I hit publish. So yeah, And that's probably all there is to say. So I hope that you like this. Maybe it's inspired you to make a similar little thing. I had absolutely such a blast making this. Definitely going to make some more. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day and stay safe, guys. See you soon. Thanks, En. Bye.